quickly destroy the archaeotech engine.
Nothing can be done hastily and prudently on the battlefield.
So answers an apothecary.
I'm in place.
I am in place.
The Xenos are uncounted.
In position.
Waypoint reached. All die.
quickly destroy the Archaeotech engine.
Nothing can be done hastily and prudently on Varakiel.
So answers an apothecary.
I'm in place.
I am in place.
The Xenos are uncounted.
In position.
Waypoint.
Hey everybody. Hey everybody. Welcome back to Angry Badger Minis. Let's see here. My apologies. My thing must have timed out or something. Do the 10-minute ordeal. I just wanted to show you guys where we're at before I move the camera. So, if you're joining the channel, thank you for joining. All of my subscribers and followers and whatnot, I really appreciate you being here. Really do. It keeps me motivated to keep going. And for those of you new to the channel, if you go all the way back on YouTube to my very first video, you'll see exactly what this project's all about. Putting every model I own together. And then, you know, after that we'll be doing painting and things of that nature. So this is where we're at with the Revenant Titan. Let me tell you something. I couldn't be more happier with how sturdy this thing is. I mean, it's crazy, and I mean it's just amazing. I think the base is super dynamic, being just what it is, a jacked up Land Raider. You know, that maybe he shot on the way down, you know, when he landed or whatever on top of it, and I'm really stoked about it. So obviously we've got the little Primaris Marine here for scale, just to give you guys some idea. Let's bring that down, try to get it from down below. I don't even know if we can fit it all in or not. Yeah, mostly. So it should be pretty straightforward from here. And the great thing is, whoops, the great thing is we don't have to, I'm gonna shrink this window, instruction window a little bit. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. We don't have to worry about balancing stuff now. Now we just put pieces on. That being said, I do have some cleanup to do, so we'll be doing that tonight as well. But for the most part, what you see here, other than the heads, this is it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start with these arm rings. I'm going to try to get all the, I guess we'll call them mandatory fixtures on. And let's see here. I already did some cleanup. I mean, like the clipping off and stuff. I'll have to do, you know, a lot of sanding this evening. But before I go any further, I meant to tell you this. So obviously, there's different weapon options, right? To include the different, I guess you would call it the receiver of the gun. I'm not really digging this one here. That's gonna go with these. So because I like how these have the little Eldar, whatever, soulstone looking things on there. So I'm gonna go with those, and I really like these a lot better. So anyway, they're also a little bit shorter, which will give me a little bit more play with the arms if I really want to stick them out. I don't know how far I'm going to stick them out, but I think they're going to be out relatively far, so I can make sure I can get in here and, you know, get all the painting done that I need to get done. Alright, so let's take a look. And as for those of you that have been here last night, you will remember just how shoddy these instructions really are. So we're kind of dry fitting here just to see where we're at, how things are, where they go. I'm assuming these are ambidextrous, so I don't really need to worry about what side it's on. But what I am interested in is making sure that I have the right clearance, but it doesn't look like it's a clearance issue with the shoulder pad. It just butts up against it. Alright, so that answers that question. That makes this a whole lot easier. Alright, so with that, I'll just put a little bit here and let it kind of drip down. Well, I'll just agitate it or tease it down. Won't need that much. And we're going to want to put that as straight as we can. Alright. I'm really impressed with this. I mean, I'm telling you, the picture that they have in the picture on Forge World does not do this model justice at all. So if you're planning on buying one, I'm telling you, you're not going to regret it. I felt like I was regretting it when I bought it, but I wanted it just because I want to have a Titan battle at some point with, you know, Eldar and whoever else, and, you know, I want to have at least one type of Titan per army. And I know that over the years that I've had this, I've constantly thought like, man, did you just make the worst purchase in the world? And I go back and look at the picture and it's like, oh god, man, that looks so ugly. But seeing it here in person, it looks right. And of course, the way that I did it, putting the legs like I have it, where everything's kind of, you know, you can, you know, see the inside of the quads and everything. That makes it a lot better rather than it being all splayed out like this right here, which in my opinion looks, I mean, I get what they're going for, the nimble blah 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 of the Titan, but you can get a better look, I think, the way that we're doing it. So plus you know, he's coming straight down. He's like, it's like he blasted it, you know, blasted the Land Raider and then landed on top of it for good measure, kind of thing. At least in my head. Alright, well, while we're waiting on that, we've got two little things back here we need to do. See if we can get to them. I may not want to mess with that at the moment, but we'll see. I just need to clean this up a little bit. Broke out some brand new sanding twigs. We've got some actual bite. And we should be able to get this bad boy done tonight. That's the goal. Alright. Again, I think these are ambidextrous, so it shouldn't be an issue. So that's going to be down. And I'm just going to put a little bit inside the little keyhole there. And I'm going to have to take this off the camera for the moment. What you heard was not the pieces we just glued. That was the collar for the heads. I had it on there. I was looking at something and I guess I forgot to take it off again. Which I'm going to do something with this to actually get my head to get the head to look down like I would like it to. Too much glue for my liking, but it'll be all right. Okay. You guys see what we're doing there. Alright, well, while we're waiting on that, we're going to do some cleanup. We're going to put these, the hip arm, actually, yeah, we'll put the hip armor on. You know what, I think I'm going to put the hip armor on last, as far as the hips go. We're going to clean these tertiary, or, I'm sorry, not tertiary exhaust, what the hell are these things called? Secondary engines. I just got a little bit of sanding to do there. We're going to use a lighter grit sandpaper or sanding twig because I don't want to get too crazy here. I don't want to get too crazy because of where the mold lines really are. Actually, do need to go a little bit more aggressive in this one spot. That one's ready. That one's ready. I'm going to go ahead and clean these side panels or side armor up, or whatever you want to call these. Well, I might give that a little bit more time to glue. Don't want it to fall apart. Now, okay. Okay. Think we're good now. So yeah, being able to pick it up by the legs wasn't the plan, but the fact that I can makes it a whole lot easier. I probably won't when it's painted just because, but you know, it is what it is. Alright, so that's going to go there. And again, I'm pretty sure these are just ambidextrous. And I think they're pretty straightforward, but I'm thinking I want kind of a... I wonder if I can get a downward slope because... like he's coming down, you know what I mean? This goes right here. So I don't want that to interfere. I don't think it will. Alright, cool. So we can get away with that. And we're not gonna go too crazy with it because we don't want to see the ball joint you know, really. Just want to give that illusion that it's providing thrust. I mean, I would assume that they, you know, they can move. All right. So next will be these. And I know that's probably supposed to hang down. I just don't really know if I like that. I think it's, yeah, see right here. Hold on. If you guys look right here, you can see how it's hanging straight down, even though the leg is out. So I think that's what it's supposed to do. We're gonna see how we like it. Again, I'm going to assume that these are able to move like reactive armor, similar to Space Marine shoulder pads. And if that's the case, I want to do everything I can to give this leg a little beefier look, if that makes sense, instead of having this damn thing hanging off like a damn fishtail. So I think that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Actually, let's rough that up a little bit. And again, we want that gravity feed of glue if we can get it. I would also argue that you would want the plates as forward as you could get them because of the angle of drop. That way, you know, they're not, I mean obviously he's got shields and all that kind of stuff, I get that, but you know, what if we've got a warlord princeps that's like super accurate, getting him on the drop down. This is gonna look good. I'm excited about this model, honestly. Okay, let's get that in there. Yeah, that was the only thing I was a little bit worried about, was that right there. I don't think it's because I went down too far. I think it's because the leg. I don't know, is there any wiggle? Yep, okay, cool. We'll do that then. Because I made them symmetrical and I don't need to do that. This angle of me trying to glue it here. I didn't like it because I couldn't really see what I was doing. Actually, I'm going to kick that out some because I forgot that we had these little things here, and I want to be able to get to them too. Alright, this one's being a pain in my ass, so we're going to hit it with a little bit of zip kicker here, just a touch. Yeah, that'll give it some, you know, dynamic flow. Let's get back to this bad boy. I think we're just gonna kick that one out like that because I want to make sure I can get to that no problem. Yeah, that'll work. Go. Looking a little bulkier already. Like it. Okay. So next we have arms, but I think we're gonna end up using some yellow stuff for that because I want to make sure that we have the right angle here. We also don't exactly want to commit to this gluing here, but let me angle this down some, guys. Maybe I took off too much. Okay, so what we're gonna do, let's see, I just want to make sure I got this right. Big ball joint to little ball joint. We'll need to clean the arms up as well before we do this, but maybe, hold on. I'm really gonna get crazy with this yellow tack because I don't want to be fighting this damn thing. I just can't get it to stick to that resin. Alright. I think we can get away with this. Oh, hold on. Check and see. Look like they're the same on both sides, so that'll work. Alright, so that's going in there. Oh. A little bit of a heavy fit, so that's good. And I want these coming down like that somewhat. I mean, let me think about that because he's going to be looking this way, so that's fine. Okay, I got the angle that I want. I'm just going to clean this up. And we'll glue that bad boy in. I mean, the likelihood of anybody seeing this is like, you know, could probably win the lottery before anybody would notice, unless I send it in for a painting competition, which I won't be, but I'll know it's there, especially for how much this was, although I believe they're even more now. Got some flashing in here. Sometimes the back side of your blade is good to use too. I know I've said that on a video or two long ago, but just thought I would bring it up now. There you go. Okay. Let's get this guy squared away. This is all the underside, but still, you know. And again, we're using a dull knife here. We do not want to take off more than we really want to. I'd rather sit here and play with the same little piece than have to go back and redo everything with green stuff and whatnot. Alright, I think we're good to go now on this one. Alright, want to make sure we get that pose right. Take another look at this. I want to kick it back just a hair. Right there. Pretty sure I see what I want, so we should have enough time to look at that again. I want it like this so I can make it worth painting all that stuff back there. You know, it gives us something else to look at. Take this off. Because I can reposition that. I'm going to lay this on its side. Or no, I'll just kind of loosely prop that on my arm. I'm gonna hit this with some zip kicker too. There we go. And then we can maneuver that however we want. Alright, I'm gonna work on, well, did I already? No, I didn't. I'll work on this one real quick. Give that a little bit more time to do its thing. I mean, obviously it's holding it, but I want to give it a little bit more time to get some strength going. this one, I got it backwards. This one, I want the gun pointed in the direction that he's looking. I mean, we could have it out like that, but then I'd have to have it like that, and I don't really want that. I want something more dynamic. Like you know, like he's purposefully doing it with his arm. That makes sense to everybody. Cool. Didn't need to use zip kicker on that one, so that's good. Alright, so we're gonna clean up this other one while we're waiting on that. I did some cleanup earlier, but not enough. Is that like 3D? good. Something going on over here. I'll have to clean that up. Oh, I missed that. It's okay. I'm basically putting, as you can see, the glue around the top edge so that it will eventually drip down how I want it. Another reason for the posing is because of how it will fit inside the cabinet with all the Wraith Knights. I feel like I want this one down a lot more. I just really don't want both guns like pointing, you know, same direction, so to speak, because these are going to give the illusion of the agility of this thing. But I have to be careful because if this, oh wait a minute. Yeah, I have to be careful to be able to still fit this on. Okay, I can. It's just gonna be a little tight, that's all. That's fine. Let me just check it from this side. I really don't want to cover any details up if we can not do that. Okay, yeah. So basically, you gotta drop the shoulder down some. And then that will give us what we need with this. I had it too far up there. As you guys can see, it came off. Just gonna clean it up some. So we don't want it up against that, apparently. Apparently I forgot to silence my phone. I always seem to get emails too, like at night for some reason. Go a little more aggressive. we go. Alright. So let's go ahead and put that one on. Wait a minute. Ah! Not quite done with the cleanup. You know, I'm sitting there thinking to myself how much harder this could be, you know, the cleanup wise than my other Titans, and I realized, I'm sorry, how much easier, no, how much harder it would be, and then I realized that the Nurgle Titan was, even though we didn't have to do any real cleanup, that thing was a beast to assemble and put together. Alright, the arm seems pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and attach this bad boy right here. And give it just a little bit of flair. Actually, we'll tilt that down too. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, that's looking great. Okay, so that right there I'll have to keep an eye out that those are vulnerable pieces because of the little arm that it's on. I think we're gonna wait on these because if I don't, I'm probably gonna knock the damn thing over and break it off. Definitely want to get this bad boy done tonight. I think we're well on our way. That means the Eldar army will be completely assembled. do. Alright. Now, I don't like that. It's too rough right there. Too rough looking for my taste. Probably can't even see it because of the thing right here, but that's beside the point. The other thing is the light that I'm using and the angles are showing me things that I probably will never see again, especially with just a light coat of paint, or primer. But I'm seeing them now, so yeah, I just want to get it squared away. How I missed that. Okay. Trying to make sure that this edge doesn't ride on this. Does not want to play ball. It's on there. I think we got it. We can not bang it around too much. Yeah, now it looks like that shoulder is, it's engaged, like it's, coming up and doing something. All right. All right, so we're gonna let all that cure while we get these engines squared away. The main engines here. Pack this up. Just got some cleanup to do here, and then we'll put these little thruster deals inside the engines. They go right here. Oh, that sucks. I didn't realize I guess there was a bubble that happened here in the casting process, so we'll have to fix that with some green stuff later. I'm not gonna worry about it till I get to the point where I'm painting, so and it's not like I'll be able to miss it when I start doing that, because we will go back over this again just to see if there's anything we missed. One thing I've learned about just about everything in life is the longer you stare at it, the more you miss it. Come back later and you see all stuff you missed. Got some rough lines on it. And it's really in the gap that forms from the mold line that I'm fighting here. know it's the light casting on the tiny shadow that I can, can't feel with my fingernail. And that's what's messing with me right now. I need to just probably let it go, because it's gonna fill in anyway with primer. But I gotta definitely want to get this dust out of these cracks, because then the primer will fill up the crack easier. Alright, cool. Nope, not cool. Damn. Now I'm just roughing up the inside here, so give it some purchase. This is pretty smooth in here. Alright. Now they did the same thing with the key, but there's no lock. So I'm just gonna go with it being down. Oh wait, it's this bar. Never mind, I'm an idiot. Okay, that works. Question is, how far over does it go? Looks like it pushes all the way over so that it's far enough away from everything. Alright. Well, now I know what we're doing with that. We'll go ahead and get the second one ready. And then, whether it's tonight or tomorrow, I'll be putting this on the old Instagram along with the Wraith Knights. I left them out so that I could do a Instagram thing with all of them together as my spear tip. Alright, let's see here, just make sure we're good. Yep, looks good. Go ahead. Put a little glue in there like so. That in there. Put that one in there. I don't know, man. It looks a little weird. Could be just how it looks. Just wondering if These all look the same to me. It's sitting even here. It just doesn't have even distance. Let's try that. Does that work? Yeah, I think that was our problem. Yeah, that's better. I had to take this one and push it up at kind of a little bit of an angle to get the even distance here and here, here and here. We're good on the sides and all that, but alright, well, we're going to let that cure. I'm actually going to let it cure like that so the weight is down, and we'll get to work on this. Hopefully this one won't take as long. I just don't know. This is the one thing why I do these videos or live streams, is because you see videos out there where guys, you know, kind of show you a little bit, but they, you know, it's all video recorded and they just fast forward, but you never really see, or it's never really explained, the actual difficulties you may run into and how to prepare for them and how to fix them. So I find that, or I feel that mine are unique in that manner, and a few of you showed me that when you're like, man, I was having trouble with this, like somebody talked about having trouble with the Magnus head. Thank you for your video, you know, it's really helped me out a lot. That's what I'm here for. And I wanted to work on this today, but I wanted to wait till the video, or the live stream, so that's only one of the other things that slows me up a little bit on my progress, depending on what project it is. This right here, I know these two live streams, because we're going to get this done tonight. I'm pretty sure we're going to get it done tonight, put it that way. I know this will help out somebody immensely. Plus, if you were looking to buy, you know, a Revenant Titan, now you know the process. However you acquire your Revenant, whether it be through Forge World, or 3D STL, if that's a thing, I have no idea. Okay, that one wasn't as bad, didn't seem to be. I will tell you, we will not be gluing the head on. That's not going to happen. I just hurt my little man. We're trying to get him to sleep in his bed. He likes to get out of it and sleep on the floor by the door. And while it's carpeted and all, that's beside the point. I don't know why he likes that little corner, but he does. He's got a little pirate ship bed that's basically on the floor. But for some reason he likes being there. Before we run into that same problem we had. Yeah, there we go. First time. Get it right the first time. Alright. I think we're good on this. So, we are going to mount this shoulder on. It is the left shoulder. What I'm curious about though is, yeah, I think I want to kick it out myself in a random way like that. Or actually, I want it down, like that. Yeah, because he's. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. Oops. Wanting to stick. Do this, but it doesn't look like I'm gonna have much of a choice. There we go. All right. Move a little Space Marine out of the way. Let's stick the collar in, because I don't think we have to turn this bad boy upside down anymore. I hope not, because I just want to put these hoses where they go, which is underneath there. Let's get you guys a better view of what's going on. And imagine we're going to have the same issue. So hopefully we can make this happen a little bit better. Had to break that up a little bit because I realized it was coming down too close to the gun arm, or the upper receiver of this gun arm, and I need to be able to get in there and paint. So got to be ready for those kinds of things. I like that. All right, let's get these little Who's Your Daddies here. Really all that's left are these hoses. Let me see, it should be the hoses, the head with the cowl thing, and then there's these little decoration things, whatever. So that's really all we've got left. So let's see here. Yeah, that's really all we got left. I mean, honestly, the decoration thing, I mean, are you really even going to see that? I don't know, we'll see. Put these heads off to the side. Let's get these hoses done for the gun arms. Want to be careful, there's a little key point right there that I don't want to cut off, because that's going to fit into the little holes. There's a hole here, you guys can't really see that, but basically it's going to go in like that. But as awesome as the technology is of the Eldar, it still baffles me how, well, technology and psyker ability, it still baffles me how they can get their asses wrecked by this Imperium. I didn't think that was in. Alright, I think we're good to turn this over, so I'm gonna get out of the camera. I'm running out of room with how big this guy is, so I apologize, but I need some leverage. And I probably could have done this in hindsight before I put it on, maybe, but to be honest with you, there's a reason I didn't. I was concerned that I might break it off with my thumb or whatever. So, I mean, I actually meant to leave them off. I just thought if I had to apply any pressure that I might actually snap the hose or the cable. one. I mean, look at how rock solid that thing is, man, isn't it? And it's got a great base down below. Really cool looking base, to say the least. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna make more Land Raiders, but I kind of had that in mind, you know, damaged Land Raiders and things like that. I can make as many as I need to. I don't have to spend $50 zillion to do it. Oop. Alright, there's number 2. If you guys can see that right there. Let that sit for a minute, and while that's sitting, we're going to clean up this head here. See if we can't get this rolling along there. I was sitting there today looking at my Wraith Knights, thinking to myself, you know, who the hell's ever going to play with me with 3 Wraith Knights? And then I thought about the Titan. I was like, who's going to play with me with that? And I was like, well, what if I found somebody to play with at a game store? They didn't have any Titans. Say, hey, you can borrow mine. And then I could play against the Titan. You know what I mean? Titan on Titan. That might be a thing. Now, I know I can hear some of you going, oh, hell no, man, break your model, blah, blah, blah. I think they would be respectful enough of it that they got to use it, you know what I mean? And maybe you just make it like it's Titan on Titan too, you know, maybe, I don't know, that might not be a good idea. Because that might take some fun out of the game, but you get what I was going for, you know, something to make it where the Titan isn't blowing up their army, their painted army, you know, and they're getting upset about it. And you also don't play a limited number of turns. That would be the other thing. Have some other kind of objective or something, not 6 turns or whatever. It's just, you know, it's not going to work out. Alright, so I want to be careful here, 'cause again, we don't want to crack anything. So I'm going to cut a little at a time with this flashing thing they got here. That way we didn't, you guys saw what happened there, right? Just a little at a time. And I've said that on, I think I told you guys about that on the Warhound Titan and some of my other resin models. Just take your time with it and you won't break anything. It's kind of the biggest part of it. Alright, so we need one of these. Are they both the same? They are not both the same. Okay. Well, this is the one, looks like goes with this head according to that. So we'll go with that. It's kind of what I was thinking anyway, but Actually, I think I will wait until the morning to do that whole Instagram thing. I don't feel like messing with it tonight. Just want to get this bad boy done. My wife saw what you guys saw at the beginning of the live stream, and she said it looked a lot better than what it looked like in the pictures as well. So okay. Ow. Alright, let's dry fit this. I think it goes in there like that. But I can already see that even though we're going to put this together, we are going to have to come back with some green stuff and fill all that in and sand it down later. That's going to have to happen, and that's fine. The question is, can we put this together as one piece and then it just fit over top? And it looks like it will, so that's good. So we'll go ahead and put this together first, and we're going to make sure we get it lined up as close as we can to minimize the amount of green stuff that we have to do. I would much rather just take this off than just the faceplate. That'll help this whole thing stay on together. Yeah, there we go. Alright, well, in the meantime, I'm going to let that sit over there because I don't want the glue to get onto this. And we'll clean up the second head. I gotta tell you, I don't know if you guys can see this, but hold on. But the face on this dude is stupid. Look at that, it's like all bug-eyed and stuff. They may never see the light of day. That's all I'm gonna say. Unless I can do something painting wise, that's pretty bad. Hence why I love keeping helmets on my stuff. Well, I definitely hear somebody crying. It's either my daughter or my little son. That happened last night with my daughter. Wife went in there to sleep with her. They're 1.5 and 3 years old, so. But they are both very, very strong-willed. In other words, I've got my work cut out for me. There's this piece of flashing in here. Okay. Yeah, let's get this cleaned up. This looks like a Guardian's head, doesn't it? Not gonna be able to cut that. I don't think that I will probably ever use this head, to be honest with you. It just doesn't give the same look that this does, you know. But who knows? At least we'll have both options, right? If I ever have to rename this channel, I think we're going to call it the Dull Knife. But I don't know how catchy that would be. Alright. Did not see that. I mean, you know, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe it wasn't supposed to be glued so that you could raise it up and all that, but I mean, honestly, I get that, but again, I would rather lift it off and see what's inside than do this, because that's just they're asking me to commit more than I really want to be honest with you. Uh-oh. Okay, there it goes. That one's just a tighter fit apparently. Alright, so what do we got left? We have all we have are decorations. Which kind of sort of get what's going on here. And I'm assuming that would go on both sides, but okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. we don't have enough. For some, oh, we're missing one there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, we still need 16. Oh well. I don't even know how the hell you're going to see it, to be honest with you. I mean, it's sitting in here. You know, you can't even see it, so I'm not that concerned about it. And let me make sure that that's dry. It's not. Of course it isn't. Alright, I don't think it's enough to make this glue. So, just for completion purposes, why are you, oh, because you got the same flashing thing in there too. I wonder if the Warlord Titan comes with 2 heads. Probably not, I would imagine. Yeah, there it goes. Alright, so you guys can see the whole of it. We'll zoom this in so you can see freaking weird face, or whatever we want to call him, inside. And then we're gonna set this down over top like so. And now you can see that. And now for the finale, we gotta put these on. Oh boy. Oh boy. And let me tell you how this is going to go down, guys. We are going to, we're going to put them on, we're going to glue them on, but we're going to barely glue them on, because I want to be able to go back and magnetize if I really want to. But we'll see. And I mean, it'd be simple. You just stick a magnet in there and then put one on here, right? And I actually have these size magnets. And I'm probably going...
Does that thing have options for other weapons?
Yes, you just have to buy them. Like, all of Forge World stuff doesn't come with all the weapons. Like, as a matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, you have to buy this by the body without the weapons. It kind of sucks, but it is what it is. So yeah, we will definitely be doing that. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue, and we're actually going to, because I don't want to be fighting this thing, put another dab. We're going to put some zip kicker on it. Alright. And then we'll do the other side. And this bad boy will be good to go. Standing on this casted Land Raider that we made. And his head is actually going to be like this when we're done with it, kind of looking down. Actually, it probably doesn't even need to be looking down. do the same thing here. So get it on there. Boom, magic. And then of course we've got the other head that apparently likes to be a pain in the ass. And so there you have it. Sorry, this guy's huge, man. And here is the Primaris Space Marine. And we are done, ladies and gentlemen. We got it done. 2 nights. So total build time, taking our time, of course, with this, probably about 4 hours. But that's me talking on here, and you know, we were messing around last night looking at pictures and things like that too, so maybe closer to 2.5, 3 hours. I think you could probably take an hour off if you look at everything. Now that does not include, of course, the washing of everything, you know, in soapy water and stuff. I've had this thing sitting in soapy water forever, so, but we did it, and that completes the Eldar army, guys. So now the only thing we're waiting on is some parts on the Dark Eldar and a proxy Tantalus to come in, and the Dark Eldar will be complete, and we will be moving on to Necrons, which most of the Necron army is put together. We will not be able to complete it until the Imperium magazine stuff is done, because we've got all those Necrons coming in, of course. But we've got a ton of stuff to do, and the next portion that I want to deal with is going to be magnetizing my gosh, what the hell is it called again? Damn it, the oh gosh, man, what is it called? It's the big giant pyramid, the one that has the Catan on the inside. I can't believe I forgot the name of this damn thing. I want to say obelisk, but that's not it. I don't think it is. Shit, what is that thing called? It splits into 2 different things. It can be, you know, big giant pyramid looking thing, and then it can split open. It's got the
monolith.
Now I've got 4 monoliths. It's not a monolith. It's the other thing. The big. You know, it's got like four prongs at the top, and it looks like a pyramid, and then it can split open, and you have the Catan shards sitting inside. Why can't I think what the hell this thing is called? Gosh, it's friggin' stupid. God, what is it called? That's annoying the shit out of me right now. I feel like it's an obelisk, but it's not. Yes,
Tesseract Vault.
That's it. Tesseract Vault, and it turns into something else. Yeah, that's the one. So I've only put together 1/2, barely, and then I need to go in and, you know, I started to put it together a long time ago and just never got around to finishing it. But aside from that, we get that put together. We've got, you know, some old school out of print, you know, Necrons put together. There's just a few stuff, and then we get right into the new stuff with the new Tomb Spiders, the new race. Let's see. We don't have. Well, yeah, and then let's see. Then we've got all the new Necrons and stuff from the Dark Imperium. Is it Dark Imperium? Or Dark Band? No, wait. No, I'm sorry. Indominus box set with those things, and then the stuff that we've been getting from the Imperium magazine. And so once we get Necrons done, you know what? I may hold off on Necrons. Actually, I may just move over to Tyranids because we have all our Tyranid stuff. It's already a massive army put together for those of you that are new to the channel or haven't seen it. But and then I stripped my old painted army down so I can make it match, you know, with the new stuff, newer stuff. We've got Tyranids and Genestealer cults, and Genestealer cult's not that big, but it's big enough. And then we got Space Hulk Genestealers out there. Dude, I don't know. I probably have 600 Genestealers easily. It's like monkeys in a barrel. But once the Tyranids are done completely with Genestealer cult, and then there's just Necrons finishing up the Dark Eldar with those bits and pieces I wanted for the conversions and the Tantalus. Then it's just nothing but the rest of the Space Marine. Well, let me think. As far as 40K, it'll be nothing but I've got these Warzone models. I've got, hold on, 400 of them, I think. I don't know if you guys know what Warzone is, but they're badass models. I mean, they look like World War I models, like Germans and British or American forces, but just, you know, bulkier shoulder pads and all this kind of stuff. They're pretty badass. The game's not around anymore, but they're gonna be proxy Imperial Guard to go along with my Krieg Death Corps and my Armageddon Steel Legion, or even, you know, they could be traitor forces, or, you know, like a governor of a planet decided to secede from the Imperium or whatever. It could be anything. But I have plans to make my own game too, so they will help with that. And then once all of that stuff's done, I say all of that, I have probably at least 1,000 more Space Marines put together, and I don't think that includes any of the Primaris that came in the 13 Dark Imperium box sets, and the Primaris from the Imperium magazine, and, you know, so that, aside from the Imperium magazine stuff, because I have no control over when that will come in, that will be all the 40K stuff that I have, minus terrain, of course. And then we have, let's see, how do you say them? Caradons or Caradons? I don't know, the freaking Age of Sigmar dwarf guys that are in the steampunk airships. We got a full army of them because they were going to be my proxy Dark Eldar army, because I hated the Dark Eldar the way they looked until we fixed them all. So we got a full army of that. We've got some orcs to add to the Orc and Goblins army. We've got a 400 or 500 Skaven, not including big stuff. I forget how many High Elves. And we got some Necromunda stuff. I forgot about that. Gotta put those together. But yeah, I mean, we have, if you ever go back and look at my first video on YouTube, you will see how much shit I've got left. And if you think about what I just said, that's all that's left, you'll see how I'm gonna do an update video soon. I just really wanted to get more done, so that when I show you guys what's in these cases, you're just like, what the fuck? So, and if you're new to the channel, no, I'm not a scalper. I never have been. I've been collecting these models for literally decades now, and because I was in the military and stuff, I just never had time, you know, to put stuff together. And I always used to think, you know, I'll get to it, you know, no big deal. And, you know, I like that model, so I bought, and then you end up forgetting what you have, and there you go. But we have made enormous progress. I mean, all of the Chaos armies are done. All the big shit, really. Well, oh damn, I forgot. I have 15 more Imperial Knights to put together, and I have 25 drop pods to put together, something like that. Yeah. So anyway, I guess I lumped that into Space Marine stuff, but yeah, I'm really pleased with where we're at. I mean, it's been a long road with school and everything else and little ones and stuff, but you know, this guy right here, I can tell you, this dude right here, I was not really looking forward to putting together. I didn't look, since you guys probably weren't in the video or the live stream earlier. If you look at, I mean, just look at this stupid picture, man. I mean, look at this thing. Does that not look the most spindly, dumbest thing you've ever seen? And the pictures just don't do it. You know, Forge World picture painted regardless or not, and that instruction manual, which is only 3 pages, not even really an instruction manual. I mean, that's it. That's all you get. It doesn't do the model justice. Hell, I don't even know if this camera's doing it justice. But sitting here in front of me, I am now proud that I bought this model. When all these years that I've owned it, you know, unassembled, I was just dreading. I was like, man, I wasted my money. I'm not gonna like this thing. What the hell did I buy it for? I don't feel that way anymore. This thing is amazing. And I mean, the fact that it worked out, that I was able to, you know, put it on, you know, my Land Raider base here that I made, you know, again, if you're not aware, I made molds of Land Raiders and Rhinos and stuff. Like, I mean, I can make armies if I want to. But, you know, at least for a base, for a plinth, rather than making a circle and all that crap, I think this looks a lot better, in my opinion.
Van Ziggs. Yep, I need to buy a new shelf for miniatures. Have too many armies, but I played since 20 years in Warhammer Fantasy, etc.
The shelves that I use, if you haven't, and I encourage you, if you don't mind, if you have time, go back and look at the first video on YouTube that I ever made. They're all the IKEA Detolfs. Now, they were $60 when I bought them. I think they might be $100 now, and I have 15 of them. But the cool thing is, and you probably don't have as many models as I do, and I wouldn't blame you if you don't. This is not a bragging point. This is me dealing with my crack plastic addiction and you know, getting it done. But what I was gonna say was, you can make, and I think I even covered in that video, or one of the videos, you can put more shelves inside there. I mean, you only get 4 glass shelves, but you can go get, you know, a piece of acrylic or whatever from a hardware store, Home Depot, Lowe's, or I don't know where you're at in the world. But you know, I was using 0.22 millimeters, and I think the dimensions are 15 by 11 and a half, or 15 and a quarter by 11 and a half are the squares you want to get cut. And on a you know, what is it, 24, I think it's 24 by 48 sheet, you get six shelves. And then, and I don't think I have any here, but I can show you what it looks like, because I have the box here. Let's see if you guys can see this. If you see, hold on, I don't know why I'm doing that. There you go. This is what you want. This actually attaches to the bars that run up and down it, and then you set the plate on top of that, or I mean the shelf, and then you have, I mean, you'll have, you can, depending on the size of the model, of course. If you're just doing like tanks, like a Land Raider and troops or whatever, nothing crazy tall like this, you can easily get 1, 2, 4, 6. Wait, no. Hold on. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh well, hold on. You can get three shelving sections per section of the Detolf, which there are 4 sections in it. So basically, if you bought, you know, 8 of got 8 of those shelves, I mean, you'd have a ton of space. And when I do my update, you'll see all of that. Actually, I still need to buy more shelves, believe it or not, but it's really not that hard to do. It's just a little can be a little pricey, I guess, in this economy, the way things are. But there's cheaper ways. Wood, if you don't care, you know. I almost did that, but even my wife, who supports my hobby, was like, you're not going to like that, you need to just buy the acrylic. And that's awesome. So alright, well guys, I'm going to call it a night. Thank you for tuning in, and again, if you're new, please like, share, subscribe, follow, spread the word. Check us out on Twitter, check us out on the Discord, it's free, you know, all that. And we'll catch you guys next time. Have a good night.